Okay, let's go over some meta squad builders. We got multiple squad builders for you today: 500k, 1 mil, 1.5 mil, 3 mil. We've even got some higher prices in. So we're gonna start with a 500k squad builder. I know people are saying, "Look, no, I want to use some of the new cards. Can you make some of these squad builders with these new cards?" So your wish, I have you requested, and I suppose you got it granted. Now, I wanted to put this Iwobi card in. Look, he's only 50k. Look, the truth is, you can build a cheap Premier League team around him. To be honest, he's actually a pretty decent card. When you put a shadow on him, as long as he gets full chemistry, he's actually a very decent centre mid because he has that pace. So he's actually a very, very good card. Look at his passing: 90 short passing and 83 curve. His free kick accuracy brings the aggregation of the passing stat, hence why it's only 84. The actual, I suppose you can say the face value stats, but when you look at the individual stats, has the most important things. Probably does lack the long shots, but you could always put a hunter on him and you can make him a left mid or a right wing. He does lack 3-star weak foot, but to be honest, I see this player as a centre mid. I don't see this player as a winger. We got him in. We put Correa in just for the cheap. I know a lot of people have done that evolution, or you could either him up with Magic Knights. I know a lot of people have been considering his Magic Knight. His Magic Knights, by the way, is actually a very good evolution. 50k is actually not too bad, and Correa can actually turn into a very meta card, or you could go with a cheap option of Rodrigo if you really want to. Nico Williams, still very meta. Foden, technical sprint, very, very important. Tonali, my opinion, probably one of the best CDMs you can get for the budget. He's only 20k now. And I think that back line, no one is going to get through. If you can't defend with that back line, I can very much assure you that'll be your mistake defending, not with that back line. Not one, maybe you could argue Mendy could go here, but just to keep the price down, we didn't put him in. But of course, you can put Mendy in as well. This team comes in at 500k. Look, if you really want to, you can get rid of the Eder Militao and Rudigers. You can go with cheap options. You can even go with a Van de Ven in the Premier League. I've already made so many of the Premier League cards. I'm sure you know Van de Ven, Guardiola, Kanji. Players like that are very, very good. And Saliba if you can afford him. So that will be a 500k team. We're going to focus on the 4-4-2 today. A lot of people are playing the 4-4-2. I think I have to make squad builders now per formation. So let's go over to the next one now. This is an interesting one. So this Trossard card, very underrated. Now, I know they're going to nerf the Trivella, but this Trossard card looks amazing. You know, 88 finishing, 82 sprint speed, the only downside with this card, but he's got everything that you want. Now, with a Hunter, I think is very, very good. The only downside, at 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, everything you want. The only downside is I wish he had better playstyles. Look, if he had a Poacher Plus, amazing, but Poacher Plus is fine. He's got the rapid playstyle. I still think he's a very good card. He just needs maximum chemistry. So if you are going to do a card like this Trossard card, I would say you can do him, but you're going to need him on max chem. So you've got a Premier League team. This one costs about 1 million. And we're keeping the same thing here, but you can see this time I've got Saliba, Eder Militao, and Llorente. Look, as an example, I put Llorente there, but you can go ahead and put Walker there if you want to maintain full chemistry. I just wanted to make it clear that to get a full Premier League team, there's not that many players. You have the main core players that you probably know about, but there's no one else beyond that that's new. There's a few players like the Robies, stuff like that, but you can put Walker there to retain full chemistry, and you just get, for example, a La Liga manager if you want to, and you get Eder Militao. As you can see, he gets the full chemistry. If I'm just going to put any manager for now, just to give you an example, and you can see Eder Militao gets full chemistry. So that's an option. Martinelli as well. Heung-min Son, very, very good. To be honest, you don't even need Martinelli. I just put him in because I know people want to use some of the new players. Like, Neil, stop making the same squads again and again and again. I understand that. So you can, of course, put Rashford if you know about the first time power shot meta. Not as powerful as people I think it's very effective if you know what you're doing, how to do a power shot, but I don't think it's as effective as people make it out to be. I think it's still very effective if you know how to aim your shots, but a lot of people don't know how to aim their shots. So that is the thing. We've got Foden. We still keep it in. Now we're going to move up to another team. Now, this is another 1 million team variation. I know so many of you guys done at Turam SBC. Now, there's two problems with Turam SBC. Number one is linking him. And number two, him and Varane, the only thing they have going for them is France. Syria is very, very much a basic league. Apart from the Bareles and the Martinez and Hernandez, there's literally no one else in the league. Look, apart from the heroes, yes, you have the Bremers and Liaos. They're going to be very pricey. If you have that kind of money, it's a bit of a different situation, but you're going to be forcing those players in. And a lot of people don't like Liao. Yes, they're using him because of the meta and so on, but do you really like someone that's taught? I mean, it's a bit of a hit and miss. So we've got mature money. Look, this is the way that I would do. People are saying, like, how would I build this? I think Dembele, don't sleep on this Dembele. We all know 5-star is very, very good. The rapid playstyle plus, and he's got quick step. But also, I didn't know. I completely forgot. He has the pinged pass. So if you struggle with the game being a bit slow, and to be honest, he has actually some decent passing. So with a hunter, you still probably need him on. But if you play him as a cam, or even in the right mid, those pinged pass into the strikers could be very, very effective. So don't forget that with this card. A very, very underrated card. A lot of pros also use him as a super sub. He gradually went down, but I think at 100k, he's actually at a very good price. And put Chouameni in. Look, to be honest, there's not that many French players. Look, if you're asking me, a top tier card like Matuidi would be someone else. You could go with a Desai, but I think Matuidi is a good centre mid. There isn't that many good centre mids. Look, you got Chouameni 500k, but you got Gayoro. But I think Matuidi would be a good option. But again, apart from that, you don't have that much variety in terms of centre mids. You can, of course, go with this Syrian if you want. I don't really like him. I'm not a big fan of him. But in terms of centre mids, you're very much cut for choice. But we've got Chouameni, Saint Maximin. You don't have to use Saint Maximin here. There's other players you can use. But to be honest, I've kind of put him in because sake of it. But there's not that many options here. Realistically, a Coman would probably be the best options you have if you haven't done that. But apart from that, you haven't really got that many options, to be completely honest. So that's one thing to bear in mind. And of course, we got Koundé. My opinion, probably the most underrated centre back. We got Sam Kerr. It's very hard to get on chemistry, but the way you can get on chemistry is she's probably one of the best cards. You know, she was 100k last week. Now she's only 50k. I think she's the best 50k striker inside the game. You know the finesse shot playstyle meta. It's so effective to do this finesse shots. She's got quick step and she's got rapid. She's very, very quick on the ball, and trust me, she's very, very good. So that will bring it up to that team. I think it's a very, very good team. We put Scott in as well. She's only one that gives the chemistry, and of course, an Australian manager gives Kerr. So everyone effectively gets 3 chem. The goalkeeper, Roberto Sanchez. I know most of you guys probably have this card. A lot of people want to use him. I'm not the really biggest fan, but if you really want to do this, that could be the way you can get on chemistry. Otherwise, if not, you can be more than happy to play on 2 chemistry. But again, that's completely up to you. Now we're going to move over to the 4.5 million coin team. I wanted to put some few cards in. This Chouameni card, he's actually very good. I think as a CDM, I think because there's only a finite number of players that can play CDM and centre back, this is a card that can play perfect. So although 5-backs are being nerfed, I'm still going to use a 5-back. It's just that you could argue defensively it might be more difficult, but if you're comfortable defending, this guy with a jockey intercept. Now, his gold card, okay, I'll be honest, his gold card, you're going to hate me for this. I think he's a tad bit overrated. I think he's a good card, but I think he's a tad bit overrated. And if he had a holding plus and better sprint speed, I'll be like, yeah, wonderful. I think he's still a very good card. Don't get me wrong, he's still a meta card, but I don't think he is as hyped up as everyone makes it out to be. But this card here is a different gravy. 90 defensive awareness, and you put a shadow on him, you got the 86 sprint speed. I wish it would be faster, but he's got everything you'd want for CDM, and he can play centre back as well. So if you want to change to a back 5, you can very easily do that with this system as well. Don't sleep on this Claudina Pina, by the way. She actually went up in value. I don't know why she went up, but I bought on my main account. What a card. 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. She has 90 finishing natively, amazing passing. With a hunter, she's very, very good. Maybe a stamina lets her down, but as a cam, she's actually an exceptional card as well. And of course, Hansen, probably one of the best cards. 5-star, 5-star. An upper tier Dembele, I would say, stat-wise. I wish you could play striker, but as a right mid, she's second to none. And then we've got Vinicius Jr. up front. Again, you can go with a Correa, you can go with someone else. You don't have to. You can even go with a Griezmann. You want to reduce the price of this, go with a Griezmann. Then we've got Valverde, he's in the mid. And then Antonio Silva, don't sleep on this card either. If you're looking for a right back and let's say you need to get the chemistry for Liga F, this card is actually very good. 5'7", but bear with me. 86 sprint speed, 84 defensive awareness. She's actually got some decent. She's got the aerial bruiser and technical places and the long pass. And when you put a shadow on her, she actually has some pretty good stats. And she got the wing back plus. So if you're looking for a right back, don't sleep on her. She's actually a very, very good card. The only downside her would be the height. But you could go with a Lorenta if you really, really wanted to. If you wanted to keep the cost down. But that is basically it. Now, if you wanted to upgrade this team even more, one thing that you could do is, like, let's say someone said to me, oh no, I got 7 million coins. Let's say you got a super team. What I would do, for example, I would do something like this. Would I put Bellingham over Valverde? I don't know. What I might do here is I might do something like this. And then I'll put Alexia. I trust myself defensively. So I'll put something like this. Now, Claudina Pina, look, there's other cards you can put here in theory, but to be honest, like, if you had the money for Ginola, okay, trust me, if I had money for Ginola, this is what I would do. I would do something like this. If I could make my team right now, that's probably one of the best teams that you can get inside the game. Ginola is just a fantastic card. But look, let's say you can't afford Ginola, you can put Vinny or you can put whoever you want here. And then you can put Pina. Don't sleep, and actually that's a very, very good card. Like so. And then the back line is completely fine. Mendy, very, very underrated. Went back up in value again. He went down to about 170 or something like that. But he's gone back up in value. So another very, very good. So 120 over here, wherever it was. He went down. Should have bought him when he was down, but that's not team. Now, let me know what formations you want to see when I do these squad builders. I'm going to try to incorporate some of these newer players. I know people like to me know, can you make some of these squads with some of these new players? I know many guys did this Turam SPC. That's why I did. Well, I tried to make these SPCs, make these squads, should I say. But let me know what you want to see, what kind of budgets you want to see as well. I'm going for the higher tier budgets now. I think everyone has a 300k team. I might sometimes occasionally do it, but I think now the top tier budgets, that's kind of what you want. Kind of bring us back to the old days of doing this once a week, a new team, new system. Anyways, thanks for watching. Let me know. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.